لا نبي بعده وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن والاه في كل لمحة ونفس من كل ذرة عدد علم الله. يقول سبحانه: أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والذين آمنوا أشد حبا لله وقال في قلوبهم مرض. صدق الله العظيم. وقال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم: رب قارٍ يقرأ القرآن والقرآن يلعنه، ورب صائم ليس له من صيامه إلا الجوع، ورب قائم ليس له من قيامه إلا السهر. وقال: حب الدنيا رأس كل خطيئة، أو كما قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us tawfiq to come here to submit towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is great mercy and bounty of Allah. It is tawfiq by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't give anyone tawfiq for any task, He can't do that task. There is no way to any kind of things to take place without the tawfiq of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, without the permission of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's why we have to be thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We have to say Alhamdulillah ala dhalik. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us lots of things. We can't count. Countless bounties of Allah, countless favors of Allah. As Allah mentioned in the Quran, وَإِن تَعُدُّوا نِعْمَةَ اللَّهِ لَا تُحْصُوهَا. If we start to count the ni'am of Allah, the favors of Allah, the ihsan, bounties of Allah, لَا تُحْصُوهَا. You can't calculate that things. It is not in your reach. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as with His attributes, Allah la nihayata lahu wa la bidayata lahu. There is no end for the sifa, for the qualities of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Same, what Allah has given us by His khilqah, by His creation, is also countless. قُلْ لَوْ كَانَ الْبَحْرُ مِدَادًا لِكَلِمَاتِ رَبِّي لَنَفِدَ الْبَحْرُ قَبْلَ أَن تَنْفَدَ كَلِمَاتُ رَبِّي وَلَوْ جِئْنَا بِمِثْلِهِ مَدَدًا. Allah saying, if all oceans, the water of all oceans, becomes ink, and all ashjar, all trees, you cut small pieces and make a qalam, pen, to write down the favor of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the ni'mah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah saying, لَنَفِدَ الْبَحْرُ قَبْلَ أَن تَنْفَدَ كَلِمَاتُ رَبِّي. Before finishing the kalimat of Allah, the ink will finish, the qalam, the pen will finish. But Allah's kalimat never finish. Allah's creation, Allah's power, what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us. Even a person is, when he is thinking about himself, about his own being, Allah is saying, وَفِي أَنفُسِكُمْ أَفَلَا تُبْصِرُونَ وَفِي أَنفُسِكُمْ أَفَلَا تُبْصِرُونَ. Why you are not looking, not winking in you, in your being, your wujud? How you are existing here? What is your body system is running? How you talking? How you watching? How you thinking? How you sleeping? How you working? All your things, what you and belongs to you. If you think in that, you will find that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's azamah, Allah's greatness, Allah's highness, Allah's power, you can get. But you need to think. There's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala always in the Quran again and again said about the tadabbur, about the tabsirah. فَاعْتَبِرُوا يَا أُولِي الْأَبْصَارِ. I'tibar, to ponder, to think, to research. You have to do that. then you can get Allah's power. Who is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? And Allah is Arhamur Rahimeen. Allah has given us this chance, this option. We are here a fixed duration, then we will go back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When there is no other choice for us without turning back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as we came from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So in this duration, our duties, what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said to us to do, we have to do that thing. And particularly remaining connected with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created us with a muhabbah. Allah saying in Hadith al-Qudsi, كنت كنزا مخفيا فأردت أن أظهر فخلقت الخلق. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created us. Allah said, I was hidden treasure. ما كنت أحد يعرفني. Nobody used to know me about me. Allah saying, كنت كنزا مخفيا, hidden. فأردت أن أظهر. فأحببت أن أظهر. I love to express myself, to expose myself. فخلقت الخلق. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created this human being. The main purpose of creation is to create this human being. And all other creation to serve this human being. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, all other creation created to serve this human being. As Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, إنكم خلقتم للآخرة. إنكم خلقتم للآخرة. وإن الدنيا خلقت لكم. وإنكم خلقتم للآخرة. إن الدنيا خلقت لكم. Dunya and whatever in that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created to serve this human being. هو الذي خلق لكم ما في الأرض جميعا. Allah has created everything. خلق لكم لانتفاعكم, to serve you, to help you, for your needs. والذي خلق لكم ما في الأرض جميعا, all in the earth, in the sky, whatever. So, human being should know the favors of Allah, mercy of Allah, and mahabbah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for this human being. That's Allah saying, وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا أَشَدُّ حُبًّا لِلَّهِ. Mu'minun, they will love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala extremely. وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا أَشَدُّ حُبًّا لِلَّهِ. أشد حب, extreme love. Extreme love they will do with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It means there is no choice for human being to be involved, to be engaged in other thing through his qalb, through his heart, rather than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. فَالْحُبُّ لِغَيْرِ اللَّهِ. This is in one dimension. In another dimension is Al-Hubbu Lillah. Al-Hubbu Fillah. So, love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, particularly for this human being, is necessary. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created us. Allah has given us everything, provided everything for us. So whom we're going to love rather than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's why it is natural requirement, natural requirement. It is basic requirement that a person, a mu'min, should love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala rather than other things. So al-hubbu li ghayri with the khashya of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, with the fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, involving Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is required. Then you have to test yourself, you have to check how much time you are involving with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and how much time you're involving with the dunya. What Allah says. Because turning back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Jazbul qalbi ila ghayrillah. So the biggest sin is to be attracted to your qalb, to be involved in the things rather than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, khalisan lillahi ta'ala, mukhlisina lahuddin. Ikhlas means doing everything only for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Your sincerity from your heart, from your inner side, your connectivity, your engagement, involvement with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through your qalb. That's the main thing. So if there is no ikhlas, then that amal will not be accepted to Allah. As Prophet says, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Rubba qarin yaqra al-Quran, al-Quran al-anu. Lots of people, they recite in Quran, and Quran cursing them. Quran curses them. Because they have not purpose of recitation to act upon that. Just reciting, showing off. Lots of Qurra also, Qari, Muqri, nice recitation, but only recitation. No any amal upon the Quran, no any act upon the Quran. So that's the problem Prophet said sallallahu alaihi wasallam before 1400 years ago. Rubba qarin, lots of reciter of Quran will be there. Yaqra al-Quran, who will recite the Quran, but al-Quran will anu. Quran will curse that person. So problem is inside. Fi qulubihim marad. There is disease inside, problem inside. This marad is attracting towards other things rather than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through your qalb. This qalb is involved in other things rather than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So extreme love for Allah, that will be through the qalb and through the heart only. The action of heart is the love. Love is action of the heart. So that's why a person is involving in other things and he has no tawheed inside, wahdaniyatullah ta'ala, no ikhlas inside, doing things only for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's why his recitation of Quran also falls in vain. And saying, Rubba sa'imin laysa lahu min siyami ila al-ju'. Lots of fasting people, they do fast, but they don't get anything, just only saying except hunger. They're not getting any kind of reward. Because amal is not mukhlisan lahuddin, not for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Just doing. So, sincerity will come through the qalb. Again and again, this thing you have to put in your mind. Your sincerity, your ikhlas will come through your heart, through your inner side, which is you say in salah, khushu, khudu, qunut, whatever you say. And Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam saying, Rubba qa'imin laysa lahu min qiyamihi illa sahar. Lots of people, they do salah at night, extra nafal. But Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam saying, laysa lahu min qiyami illa sahar. He doesn't get nothing except sleepless nights, except wasting time. Why? Why this is Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam saying? While Quran is saying, قُلْ يَعْمَلُوا, you have to do amal. But amal, you have to do with all conditions. مع all لوازمات. إذا ثبت الشيء ثبت باللوازم. Whatever, all things with that. You have to fulfill that criteria. Then you have to do requirements. For salah, you need your wudu, your preparation, your dress should be pure, place should be pure, your intention, al-amal bin niyat. So, basic thing is your niyyah inside, which is from your heart. So, if it is intention of ibadah, intention of any action, should be for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ibtigha'a mardatillah. Quran is saying ibtigha'a mardatillah. To achieve the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We came to mosque. Why? To pray, to offer our salah for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Only for Allah. Even before, while praying, after also. So while praying, if our heart is engaged in dunya, a person is standing for salah and thinking that and that, so it is not ikhlas. Mukhlisan lahuddin is not here. So that's why understanding is very important. The hubbu fillah, al-hubbu lillah, it should be established in every moment. And hubbu li ghayrillah should be demolished from inside. No love with any other thing other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Through your qalb, I'm talking about your qalb. So through your mind, your responsibility, that's different thing. But your heart should be fully engaged with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But Allah is saying, وَاذْكُرْ رَبَّكَ فِي نَفْسِكَ تَضَرُّعًا وَخِيفًا وَدُونَ الْجَهْرِ مِنَ الْقَوْلِ بِالْغُدُوِّ وَالْآصَالِ وَلَا تَكُن مِّنَ الْغَافِلِينَ. Remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through your heart, through your inner side. And وَلَا تَكُن مِّنَ الْغَافِلِينَ. And you should not be among negligent person. The ghaflah has no way for a mu'min. A mu'min always will be with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's the fact. That's the thing is we have to achieve. How this thing will be achieved? As Allah saying, فِي قُلُوبِهِمْ مَرْضٌ. This is in the qalb. So this is not physical heart is talking Allah. It is your motion inside. Your qalbi ruhani, with this spiritual qalb inside, spiritual heart, which is you and me, the real person. This body is just vehicle. After time finish, this body will go underground. But a person, he never die. He always there. قُلِ الرُّوحُ مِنْ أَمْرِ رَبِّي. He is always there. This person is always there. He did just test of mouth. كُلُّ نَفْسٍ ذَائِقَةُ الْمَوْتِ. He just tested the mouth. What is the mouth? That's it. But he is still there. She is still there. She or he will not finish. قُلِ الرُّوحُ مِنْ أَمْرِ رَبِّي. You just shifting from this world to other world. From alam al-dunya ila alam al-barzakh. From this world to world of akhirah, world of barzakh, world of qabr. You're going there. You are there. So that's why this qalb, this heart, should be populated with the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, with the love of Allah. That's the required. That's Allah saying, وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا أَشَدُّ حُبًّا لِلَّهِ. This mahabba should be built up. How? If you want to fix something, to fix your body, some problem in the body, you have to go physician, he will fix. But to fix your qalb al-ruhani, latifat al-qalb, your motion, attitude inside, your nafs al-ammara, to fix that on, you have to go that kind of master, that kind of teacher, that kind of doctor, who knows about it. So Atibba'ul Qalb, who are these people? They are mashayikh of tariqah. They do that job. As we said, if you want to learn ulum al-shirk al-zahira, you have to go to ulama, fuqaha, who will teach you about that thing. To fix your inner side, two things, which is tazkiyah. Prophet said, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in the Quran. وَيُعَلِّمُهُمُ الْكِتَابَ وَالْحِكْمَ وَيُزَكِّيهِمْ. Ta'aleem and tazkiyah. Two wings of Sharia. Two action of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Two amal of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So, يُعَلِّمُهُمُ الْكِتَابَ. Prophet will teach them book, Quran, ulum, الشريعة الظاهرة, وَيُزَكِّيهِمْ, and purify them. So to achieve this purification, you have to go to doctor. The doctor, who will do this purification, who knows this purification, how this qalb will be free from all marad wal amrad, disease, al-kibr, pride and boast, al-hasad, jealousy, al-bughd, enmity, al-ghadab, bad anger, al-hirs, greediness, al-bukhl, miserliness, al-kizb, lying. So all these diseases, cheating and all kind of these diseases inside the qalb. Allah says, fi qulubihim marad. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam saying, la yadkhulu jannah man kana fi qalbihi mithqalu dharratin min kibr. A person carrying inside the qalb a tiny bit pride and boast, he will not enter Jannah. So this is in the qalb, fi qulubihim marad. So biggest disease is hubbud dunya, love of dunya. This should go off. You are not a person of dunya, you are a person of akhirah. Dunya is your necessities, the different thing, you need that. Your vehicle, you're going to Lakembar city, driving. Your purpose is to reach there. This vehicle is not your purpose. It is with you. So, same. Our aim is, our target is akhirah. To achieve success in akhirah. فَمَنْ زُحْزِهَ عَنِ النَّارِ وَأُدْخِلَ الْجَنَّةَ فَقَدْ فَازَ. That person is success person. Who achieves success for akhirah. He is the real success person. So that's why engagement of your heart with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, being indulged, involved 24 hours with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is required from the moment. That's why necessary is to get bay'ah on the hand of any shaykh of tariqah, which is real tariqah, came from Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, connected with that person. Then you will see your changes inside. If you are not getting changes, you have to change your doctor, to go to other doctor. But you need to purify your inner side. Purification is fardu ayn. As Abdul Qadir Jilani rahmatullah alayhi, 1,000 years ago he said, وَلِذَا طَلَبُ أَهْلِ التَّلْقِينِ لِحَيَاةِ الْقَلْبِ فَرْضُ عَيْنٍ. Because this qalb got disease. كَلَّا بَلْ رَانَ عَلَى قُلُوبِهِمْ, rain, dust, these and that things. So to fix this qalb is, you need a technician. As problem in your car, you need a technician. For problem in the qalb, you need a technician. As Iblis is sitting over the Ash-Shaytanu Jasimun ala qalbi ibn Adam, 24 hours Iblis is sitting on that qalb. And Iblis is doing whatever he's doing. Big mess. So to fix that, you need a technician who will fix, who knows that. So who knows the ilm al-qalb, ilm al-tasawwuf, completely, muhlikat and munjiyat, all he knows. And he did practice also with his shaykh. Then he can fix yourself. Like in any skills, a person is expert in that, you can learn from him. He's expert. He can teach you, he can train you. But if he is not expert, if you're going to him, he can't teach you. He doesn't know. So that's why very important. That the thing is, in you say in Arabic term is bay'ah. Bay'ah means selling yourself. Selling yourself. As Allah says, إِنَّ اللَّهَ اشْتَرَى مِنَ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ أَنفُسَهُمْ وَأَمْوَالَهُمْ بِأَنَّ لَهُمُ الْجَنَّةِ. Allah bought yourself. In return, Allah will give you Jannah. Allah bought yourself and your wealth also. So Allah bought, subhanahu wa ta'ala, is bay'ah. and you the seller. For selling, you have to say or no, yes, I'm selling this. If you say, no, I'm not selling. So this buyer can buy from you. Because you're not ready to sell this stuff. When you sell, then the agreement will complete. It's okay, I'm selling. And some shahid, witness also should be there. A person from the company, salesman, whatever, business management or director. And they'll sign, in both signing and handshaking, deal done. The same. Same this deal. Mu'mineen, they did this deal with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the hand of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Bay'ana ala yadi Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Yeah, Sahaba, they got Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But what about us? We are so far from the period of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Thus the Prophet says sallallahu alaihi wasallam, La nabiyya ba'di. No Nabi will come after me. وَسَتَكُونُ خُلَفَاء. But assistant of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam will be there. Period to period, person to person. So this deen came to us. This ilm, Sharia came to us. Ilm al-Tazkiyah also came to us. But we have to find out. We have to be with that environment, in that school you have to go. Then you can learn. If someone wants to learn some skills, he has to go TAFE or no. Then he can learn this. Lots of skills there. Techniques there. So that's very important, because no more discussion about this matter, about our inner side, fixing inner side. Tazkiyatul Qalb. It is very important part of Sharia. But people are ignoring. But if you ignore, you got sickness inside. Doctor said to do this one, but you are not doing. Very soon, you will see your result, what will happen. Will be more sick or not? Maybe cancer. And you finish. What Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in the Quran, that's done. Nothing will change. If you're acting upon that, you're on right track. If you're not acting, it's your fault. Allah has no fault. Allah saying, مَا يُبَدَّلُ الْقَوْلُ لَدَيْهِ وَمَا أَنَا بِظَلَّامٍ لِلْعَبِيدِ لا تختصموا لدي وقد قدمت إليكم بالوعيد. No any argument in front of me now, Allah saying. Because I already everything this explained before. I sent Rasul, I sent book, everything I did. Why now it's argument now in front of me? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has explained everything in the Quran. فَصَّلْنَاهُ تَفْصِيلًا وَكُلَّ شَيْءٍ فَصَّلْنَاهُ تَفْصِيلًا. I'll explain in the Quran, everything is there. So if you're going with Shariatul Zahira, Ta'aleem, and not going with the Tazkiyah, you're missing half Sharia. Half Sharia is missing. And no any amal will be accepted to Allah subhanahu. Nothing amal will remain with you. One disease, khalas. One disease inside, khalas, no amal. Just jealousy, a simple disease. Jealousy, a kind of burning inside by progress of anyone. You get inside, it means you got jealousy inside. So what Prophet says, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, إِيَّاكُمُ الْحَسَدِ فَإِنَّ الْحَسَدِ يَأْكُلُ الْحَسَنَاتِ كَمَا تَأْكُلُ النَّارُ الْحَطَبِ. This jealousy will burn your all a'mal, like fire burns the wood. So صدق النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم, صدق النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم, صدق الصادق المصدوق الأمين, صدق النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم. And decision will be made according to what Prophet said sallallahu alaihi wasallam. On the day of judgment, that person will go and will see what يوم يصدر الناس يومئذ يصدر الناس أشتاتا ليروا أعمالهم. He is going to his display to watch his a'mal. Result. The person going to school, result is there. So, saying nothing, amal is there. No any reward for him. What he'll say? I did lots of amal whole life. All is amal. All burnt. All deleted. Because he used to carry in dunya jealousy. To fix his fardu ayn. to fix this jealousies for Quran. All these, just I gave one example. So whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us to pick up on that. Wassalatu wassalamu ala wasallam. So it is time to do some infaq fi sabilillah. Please pass the boxes, please. This is our machine. So pass the boxes, please. Pass this one, please. So noticing is other thing is to notice yourself about how much you're doing for your akhirah, how much you're doing for your dunya. It is not just in your ibadat, through your body, through your wealth also. There is 3 types of ibadat. We said through your body, through your wealth, and through your heart, through your qalbi. So how much a person is earning, what Allah has given him, he should calculate. How much he is spending for his dunya, how much is for his akhirah. If whatever he is spending for his dunya is enough for his akhirah, why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying to infaq fi sabilillah? Do again and again to spend your wealth. Allah's word is again and Allah encouraging. It means spending your wealth also necessary. So that's why you're spending, you can calculate how much you're spending for your dunya, how much for your akhirah. A person is spending 4,000, for example, for his dunya, and how much at the end of month he should calculate how much he did for his akhirah. If he is doing per week $10, so it means he did just $40 in a month. $40 for him, and the rest of he spent for his dunya. Okay, dunya is necessary, you have to do. But your akhirah also necessary. That's the thing is. That's why if a person is paying $50 a week, he's paying within a month like $200 only. And he did 4,000 for his dunya. ما عندكم ينفد وما عند الله باق. وما تقدموا لأنفسكم من خير تجدوه عند الله. That's Allah saying to taqdeem, to give for your akhirah, to do for your akhirah. This is a bitter truth. That the thing is. So that's why very important to do your sadaqah. Sadaqah is very important. It's for everything, as we said, every day you can do. A weekly you do, it's up to you. But you have to do. So that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us tawfiq to act upon that. It is necessary for every person to think about. To think about, it's your duty. Your duty is your duty. Because Prophet said, Hasibu qawlan tuhasabu. You have to do muhasabah before you will be reckoned in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So reckoning yourself is your duty. Everyone. And by the end of the month, just sit down, you think how much you did for dunya, for your akhirah. In this way, inshallah, you will establish your akhirah. It's your duty, your tazawwadu, your preparation for your akhirah. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq, act upon that. Wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Please pass the boxes. What there? The point.
One after.